Mrs. Rizzuto. This video is just to give you a quick overview of Google Classroom and how we are going to use Google Classroom this year, whether you are at home or here in person in the classroom. So right now you should be able to see my screen, and I have our Google Classroom open, and my mouse with the big red circle around it is hovering over Stream because that's the part of Google Classroom that I am looking at right now. So you should see that too. So every day at home and here in school, you are going to log into our Google Classroom and you are going to make sure you click on Stream. Every day under Stream, I am going to post an announcement, which gives the daily schedule for that day. So you should see right now our Meet the Teacher slide from last week and our daily schedule. So this daily schedule won't be here again every single day because what I'm going to do is post a daily task schedule that will tell you exactly what we have for Unified Arts on day 1 or day 2, whatever day it may be, and then what your tasks are for that day. So this daily schedule here that we can take a look at is an overview of our schedule on days 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and then day 3. So day 3 is a little bit different because on day 3, I am going to be meeting with the other teachers in my PLC, in my professional learning community, to plan to teach all of you. And a lot of you probably remember that from last year where you had one day that was a little bit different from the other days. So again, every day in Google Classroom, I will post what the particular schedule is for whatever day it may be, but this is just an overview so you can have an idea of what our schedule will look like most days. Unified Arts will also be posted here, but again, each day when I post our daily tasks, I will tell you what Unified Art we have that day. So going back to our stream, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by clicking on our daily tasks for 9/8, so for September 8th. So it says daily work 9/8/2020, and it's just being really slow to open, but that's okay. Okay, so this is our schedule, remote schedule for 9/8, day 1, first day of school fun. So this is not only the schedule for our learners at home, but also for everybody here in class. The only thing that's different for my learners that are in school is that we will have mask breaks throughout the day. And these breaks are in addition to recess and lunch. So I will go over that a little more with all of you when you're here in person. Those of you who are here with me today will learn more about that as the day goes on. So this is our schedule for today. Because it's day 1, we have music with Miss Capone. And that's it. Everything else is going to be explained in the next slide. So notice how I'm just going to click on slide 2 over on the left-hand side. It's Tuesday, September 8th. And these different rectangles are not going to give you explicit directions for what you are doing in each subject. That will be explained under classwork, which I can show you in a minute. But what I wanted was for everybody to just kind of have a to-do list so you have an idea of what you need to complete for that day in each subject. So for morning meeting, you're doing that right now. You should have logged into Google Classroom and you are viewing this video. And on a Post-it note at home, you're going to write one thing that you enjoy doing in your free time so I can get to know you a little bit more. If you don't have Post-its, don't worry. You can write it on any piece of paper. You could even take a picture of it in your head and tell me when you come to school on Thursday. So for math, there's going to be a choice board in Google Classroom under classwork, which I can show you. That means that you're going to be able to choose from a few different activities that I will have posted. In reading, we are going to read a book, The Cram Box That Talked. Those of you who are at home, you're going to listen to this story being read aloud, and then you're going to make a poster. And again, I'm going to explain all of these activities and show them to you under classwork. I'm going to go over to slide 3. In writing, you are going to create classroom rules that you think we should follow in the classroom. For content, which is science and social studies, you are going to create a Google slide presentation all about you so I can get to know you. And then for afternoon meeting, we are going to talk about comfort photos. So at home, you are going to look around your house or ask your parents for a photo that you could bring into school to hang around the classroom. And this is a photo that should make you feel happy when you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed at school or you're feeling upset. You can look at this photo in the classroom and it can make you happy. So for example, in my classroom, I'm just going to, move my computer. I'm not sure if you can see me at the bottom, but I can see me. I have a picture of my children, Matthew and Maddox, and I have those hanging around my classroom because that's my comfort photo. And if you didn't see that, because I know I'm sharing my screen with you, you'll be able to see all of my pictures when you come into the classroom on Thursday. Something else that you can do so you don't have to wait to bring in a photo is pick out your photo at home and then you can add it to our stream. So going back to our stream, if you wanted to add something, you would just click here. So on my screen, it says share something with the class. On your screen, it should say share something with the class or something similar. And I will enable that so that way on your end, you are able to post to our stream. So now that we know what we are doing today, let's click on classwork, which is up at the top to the right of stream. This is where I'm going to post all of your assignments. So I have been adding a lot of material and topics to our Google Classroom. So your assignment for today might not be on top on your Google Classroom. So you could scroll down and look for the date. To make it easier for you to find, you can also go over to the left-hand side and look at all topics or look under all topics. And assignments for 9-8 is all the way at the bottom. So here you're going to see, I know they're not highlighted because I haven't posted them yet because I'm making this video before school starts. But each subject will be posted in order following our schedule. So morning meeting is first and then math. If you scroll down, you can see win, reading, writing, and content. Okay, so I'm going to click on morning meeting. You'll be able to just click right on the words. Today, I'm just going to click on the sides only because I haven't made this viewable to students yet. And morning meeting, I don't have anything here, but if I wanted to give you instructions, you're already doing it. I could say, view the how-to video in Google Classroom. And that would be posted right under the morning meeting tab. Okay, so now I'm going to click on math. Again, you'll be able to click right on the word. I'm going to click on these 3 dots, which you might not have on your screen, only because this is the teacher screen and you will have the student screen. Okay, so for today, for math, you have your choice board. You would click on the math choice board and it will open your choices. It's being very slow. Okay, so I'm just going to click on the next slide, which has the directions. Click on one of the links to view your Math About Me options. Please pick one and recreate on a separate sheet of paper. You can save it to show me when you return to school. So there's Math About Me sentences. So if you click on the underlined part, now that this is being slow, Oops. Sorry, friends. You know what I'm going to do? There we go. There we go. Math challenge will open for me right now. And boys and girls, if you ever have trouble opening something, please just have a parent email me, or you can comment in Google Classroom. I will try to look at comments throughout the day. Email might be faster, but I know that your parents are busy and may not be able to email me right away. But anything that you are struggling with on your end, please let me know so I can correct it on my end. So I know now from making this video that I need to correct that link prior to the start of school. So this is an example of a Math About Me page. And like I said, you can recreate it on a separate sheet of paper. If your parents have a printer, you can print it if you would rather do that. I'm not very strict about how you are doing that because I know not everyone has a printer. So whatever is easier for you. So I am blank years old. So if you are 9, you could say I am 9 years old. And then you would come up with 4 addition equations that equal 9. So 8 plus 1 equals 9. And they all have to be plus. If you want to challenge yourself, you could also come up with some multiplication or division equations. For example, 3 times 3 is 9. I was born on, you would write what age you are born, show your age on a 10 frame, so on and so forth. So that's just one of the 3 choices. Another one that you'll see when you come into school, figure me out. So I have this on chart paper. So my example that I have here in the classroom on chart paper is posted here for everybody that's home. And then I have step-by-step directions that you can read so you can recreate your own figure me out about you. Okay, and you can do that on a separate sheet of paper. I'm going to exit out of that now. Go back to Google Classroom. So that was math. And I'm not going to go through everything else. I have directions on everything else. I just wanted to make sure that you understand how you should go about accessing your work every day, whether you're at home or in school. So again, just to review what's really important, you're going to make sure when you log into Google Classroom that you click on Stream, and then your daily tasks will be posted at the top. So right now, I know that they are not. I can actually add them to the top just so you can see where it will be on your end. And you'll see daily work, 9/8/2020. So when you log on tomorrow and you click on Stream, you're going to see daily work for 9/9/2020. And it will be the same 3 slides. You will have your schedule for the day for day 2. I'll write what unified arts we have, and then also your to-do list for every subject. After you view that, you would click on classwork, and then you could scroll down to find the date, or you could just look over here on the left where it says all topics, and that's where you will find your assignments. And then really quick, I just wanted to add, you probably see here brain breaks and, oops, I didn't mean to click on that, and virtual reading rooms. Hold on. Let me go back to all topics. So brain breaks and virtual reading rooms. Those of you who are at home and finish your work quickly, I have created many, many different reading rooms, virtual reading rooms that you can click on. So I will start with Kate DiCamillo because she is one of my favorites. One of my favorite authors. We are going to read a lot of books by her this year. You may have read Because of Winn-Dixie last year in 3rd grade. And what you can do is click on the book you want to read. I'm just going to click on this one. And it's going to bring you to YouTube where the text will be read aloud. So As the year goes on, I am going to try to add to our virtual library just so you have a variety of different books that you can read at home, because I know that you may not have access to chapter books in your house. So this is just another way that you can access a variety of texts. Also, brain breaks. You see zones of regulation and growth mindset slideshow. These are two different tabs, very important tabs that I am going to go over with you as this week goes on. And then finally, ongoing writing notebook, ongoing reading notebook. So I'm going to go over how that's going to work with you in a video or when you're here in school. These are two very important documents because this is where you're going to be recording all your reading and all your writing. So even though you are going to have a reader's notebook here in school and a writer's notebook here in school, it's really important that you're drafting all of your longer writing in the virtual writer's notebook, just so it's saved on the computer so you can work on it at home too, as well as when you're in school. Same thing with your reader's notebook. However, I know that you are going to want to write in your writer's notebook and your reader's notebook as well when you're here in school. So we are going to use those in school for when you're taking notes or creating graphic organizers or just planning for longer writing assignments. You can certainly use those notebooks in school. Okay, so I'm going back to stream. And then finally, one last thing I just saw when I came back to our stream is Google Meets. So I am going to upload all of our live Google Meets here. You would click on this Meet link and you'd be able to join all of our live sessions. Don't worry too much about that now though, because I'm not going to be having live Google meetings for another few weeks. I'm still waiting for a camera in my room. For now, I'm just going to make sure I try to record as many videos as I can. And again, if something does not make sense to you, if you don't understand something, don't worry. We are all in this together. We are all learning together. Communicate with me. Just have your parent email me, or you can comment right under the tab you are having trouble with. So for example, if you didn't understand something in daily work, you could add your comment right here. And again, I will try to check my comments as often as I can. And I will see you on Thursday.